When you think of superheroes and their costumes, which is basically what they're remembered as, their entire branding for little Timmy to get them action figures, there is one big feature about these that always comes to mind: capes. They flow in the air, complete a superhero suit, and just peak. Who wouldn't like superheroes to wear a cape? Oh yeah.
No capes!
Basically, we're gonna reach the number 1 in this list, and number 1 is supposed to be like the perfect, the best cape you could ever imagine, the most perfect, just the most awesome cape ever. And what I'm gonna do for the number 1? Do you see this minus guy? This guy. I'm gonna give this guy as a reward to number 1.
How dare you betray me like that?
Let's begin this video with the best example of a terrible cape, just garbage, the worst one you can imagine. One so bad that it made the character unexist and become nothing but dust in the air, literally. I'm talking about Syndrome. I swear to God, capes in the Incredibles universe are actually cursed. Like every single person, every single hero, villain, whatever that wears a cape in this universe just dies. And I think we probably know who's behind cursing the capes in this universe. Is Edna. Maybe like there was someone else who was designing the suits and the suits kinda look cooler than hers and she was mad because she doesn't like capes, like
Communist.
And the funny thing is that the very villain of the movie also wears a cape because he's a teenager. He's a dum-dum. Red flag of every single other person who wears a cape dies. No, I'm different. I'm better. I'm not gonna die wearing a cape. You stupid, brain tiny. But if you also think about it, it doesn't really make sense. Edna is actually right. A cape like this one that basically has no practical use. You're just basically carrying a death sentence right on your back. This thing can be grabbed to smack you left and right, get stuck in the middle of a door or somewhere deadly, choke you up, get in front of your eyes or hands, being a total annoyance, and yeah.
No capes!
When a cape was so bad that it became the very reason you died, of course I'm gonna put it as the 15th place, like the worst cape to ever exist. What else am I gonna put in here? I don't know. Well, let's now begin with the actual banger capes. Like in number 14, we got Omni-Man. This cape perfectly fits Omni-Man because it reminds me of all the blood, all the killing, the train. Omni-Man,
I am Omni, it's so good.
The cape also looks gorgeous flying in the air in the animations, but it's also not really high in the list because it's just like a super basic red cape. It's just a fabric red and that's it. And this thing also has no practical use whatsoever, which is probably why all the other Viltrumites are not wearing a cape. So like, if it doesn't have any practical use and if it's really like basic and there is nothing special about it, then why is the cape on top of Syndrome? What did poor Syndrome do? Because it's Omni-Man wearing the suit, not a Zoomer. You grab his cape, he's gonna wrap it around your neck and choke you. It gets stuck on a door, he's gonna rip the door off. So it's a really simple cape, but it just works perfectly for the character and gives hints to the creepy, darker sides that we don't really know about yet. There is also another character who's really similar to Omni-Man who also wears a cape. I'm talking about Metro Man. This cape is awesome, not because of how it looks. I mean, it's kinda basic, it looks just like the Omni-Man one, just a fabric of white. But more so, I'm talking about the meaning behind the suit and the cape. Metro Man doesn't really need no cape for practicality. Bro can stop time and do whatever he wants. He's just basically unkillable. This thing and the entire suit's design is purely for attention seeking. The color choices for pure white, the huge M in the middle of the suit, and just how fancy the whole thing looks. He's basically like, look at me, love me, yes, give me more attention, don't you love me, I protect you, I save you more. The love for attention and being loved was so crazy for this guy that he quit being a superhero to become a musician with a cape even fancier than this one. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, man. This is so awesome. I love Metro Man. Tell me in the comments if I should make a video comparing Metro Man to Omni-Man. That would be pretty fun. And subscribe to the channel or I'm gonna fit this cat to a bird. The things we had so far have been really simple. We had a red cape and a white cape, but do you know what's like the best color by far for a cape? It's black. Darth Vader's entire design and the cape is just like perfection. The entire idea of his character design is to create the most menacing and horrifying Sith ever, who by just looking at him, you're just gonna accept your fate, be like, please just make it fast, I know I'm gonna gonna die. Kill me fast. I beg you, just go shoot. I wanna die. It really does all the talking for the character. The weight represents his strength, the wrapping around him represents how mysterious he is. Full on black with no extra designs or whatever shows how he ain't messing around. If he's there, you're gonna die. The cape is just a perfect example of when the design is enough to make the thing practical by sending a message. Now what about the exact opposite? A cape so over designed is basically like grabbing the American flag and stitching it on your back to become like using it as a cape. I love it. That's such a cool idea, man. This thing is awesome. Easily one of the best looking capes out there. It's just like, is it practical? No, but is it badass to just like wear the flag of your country as a cape and it's just like walking around being like, yes, hello there, I am basically the icon of your country. They look at me as, I don't know, God or something. This is so cool, man. This design idea peak. And just the rest of the suit design too. Have you seen the shoulder paddings and how they're basically like the American animal, the icon of them, the bald eagle? Like, this character has one of the best suit designs ever. Now for the 10th place, I brought up something kind of similar to Darth Vader's cape. That's for God of Sparkles. And by being similar to Darth Vader, I'm not talking about the design, rather I'm talking about how thick, how like heavy this thing looks. Like, look at it. Showing off again how powerful Thor is. My man is wearing the cape like it's nothing, just beating whoever comes near him like pow, pachow, and the cape is causing no trouble whatsoever. Meanwhile, if a normal person like me had to wear that giant ass cape and walk around with it, fight with it, carry a huge heavy hammer with it too, I would be like,
It's so heavy, I'm dying. Help!
it might look kinda simple too, but it has like some subtle details to it, like how layered it is. It's just like, it's so gorgeous and it's so unique to Thor too. Now, we just talked about Metro Man, but you really thought I'm gonna talk about Metro Man without bringing up the GOAT, the legend himself, Megamind? What is wrong with you? Megamind is the GOAT. He's all about presentation and how that's the most important thing about what makes a villain. So you bet he's gonna go all out over designing the cape onto its maximum limits and create one of the most gorgeous things my eyes have ever seen. You could bring a random person from outside like me being homeless, you just grab him and just like give him the cape and they wear the cape and you're gonna be 10x aura. You're gonna have maximum aura unless you're living in the Incredibles universe, but that just means you're gonna die. And if it's a competition of what makes the most villainy looking cape of all time, not even a sweat, this thing is gonna win. You can just feel how much Megamind loves being a show off by the spikes around the neck part of the cape, or how some of the fabric goes around his neck and I think it's called like a high collar or something. But do you know what makes this like so much cooler? This thing, this crazy over designed cloak or cape or whatever was not enough for bro. He went out there, he made an upgrade of it. He was like, this thing is nice, but how about I take everything about it onto the maximum? The collar 10x it, the spikes make it so long I can kill people with it. The cape height make it so long I need 4 robots to carry on the sides of it so I can actually walk because this thing is insane! Until you remember that they made a second movie on this franchise and it was like just I don't know what they were smoking, I don't know what they were drinking, what type of Chinese drugs, but like we went from this to this. Kill me! Now at number 8 we got Storm. You can probably guess why this thing is so high in the list. Thor's cape looks unique and all, yeah, but I have never seen no cape ever as iconic as unique to it like this character's. Like, oh my god, this thing is so gorgeous. While also being somewhat practical too, like the design idea, the uniqueness behind this actually has a reasoning behind it, like a practical reasoning, which makes it so much better. This thing is actually 2 different pieces of cape, each connected to one of her hands. And the idea behind the design is kinda give Storm wings so they can help her while gliding using her wind powers and everything. Now let's go through basically the middle of our list, the 7th spot. I really think that this is just a perfect placement for my boy, Superman. When you think of the superhero, the one and only, it's Superman. When you think of the classic, most iconic look for one suit, it's Superman. And when you think of capes, the one and only, the one who everybody remembers when you you say cape, it's Superman. Even though this cape is just not as beyond fancy looking, aura maxing or extremely practical as many of the other capes out there. And it even also counts as part of the getting the guy in trouble because like the cape actually becomes something that gets him hurt. So why did I put this at the middle of the list then? Because you still gotta respect the classic, man. The way this thing flows in the air or how it looks when my boy is flying. While that tiny bit of detail to add personality into it so it doesn't look too much like just a piece of fabric. And that's exactly why I prefer James Gunn version of the cape over to Snyder one. Snyder one is just like a red and that's it, kind of basically like Omni-Man, but this one has like the icon on the back in yellow. Gorgeous. It adds actual personality. Even though in my opinion the rest of the suit from Snyder is better than this one. While also I've actually heard that the cape of Superman is not just for aura farming, it actually has some practical uses too. When flying, wind will drag on this thing, creating some resistance that allows Superman to have much more control over his flight. And not just suddenly tremble, spin, go crazy, go zooming like wee and crash into the ground, like becoming just like a cockroach when I stomp on it and crush it. Or like a phone after suffering through a jerry-rig video. So the fact that this thing is actually kinda practical and not just for looks while also being simple yet having some detail of personality makes just the 7th spot a perfect placement for it. Which means that from here we're only gonna get some of the best, the most banger, the most like perfection. You got some of the most creative, the smartest people. You had these capes being forged in the stars. It's just like, oh my god. Like in the 6th place we got Dr. Fate. This man, especially in the Black Adam movie, his suit design like god damn. Look-wise bro, he's wearing an entire golden shiny cape bound and summoned created by an alien ancient magic. Looking like he be flexing up his money harder than Batman. Yeah, I wear a cape made out of gold. What about it? You don't have a cape made out of gold? Huh? Imagine, you suck. Poor. Practical wise also, imagine having to wear a heavy ass cape around with you, having to deal with, oh my god, let me carry my cape. Oh my god, my cape got stuck under my leg, I'm gonna fall. Oh my god, someone pulled my cape. But nah, Dr. Fate, he ain't like you. He ain't like small brain, skill issue and everything. My man, his cape, maybe he's having trouble with his cape. Okay, mask, make this thing go away. And the mask just like, yes sir. And he goes, he doesn't even have to talk. He doesn't have to move his fingers. The cape, it just vanishes. It goes away. Bro maybe went to Elon Musk and got one of those chips that they put on his head. So like whatever he thinks about, the cape just comes in and goes out.
This is a moment in history!
Well, like, okay, I just talked about one of the coolest capes you could ever even imagine about. How am I gonna go to like the 5th place? How is that even possible? But like when you look at this guy, the moon! Every single scene, every single place Moon Knight is like standing like this, letting his cape flow in the air, aura farming or jumping, letting the cape flow around. Bro, is like every single move he makes, everything he does, no matter if it's Jake, Steve, Steve or Mark, if it's any of them, all of them love aura farming. Like what is going on, man? Especially in the Moon Knight show, my man is wearing a cape made out of the same fabric used for mummifying people in the ancient Egypt, while also having the same practical use as Dr. Fate too. Khonshu! I wanna aura farm, give me a cape, come on man, give me a cape. And then the cape just comes into him. Or he was also gonna be like, Khonshu! This shit kinda sucks. Hulk just grab my cape and just beat me around. Just make this thing go away. I don't want it anymore. It sucks. And then Khonshu is gonna be like, bad. Instead of a cape, he gives him a suit. Even without a cape, he's still aura farming, fighting with like a wedding suit. This guy also loves flexing so much, he made his entire dang cape look like a crescent moon while gliding. Like who does that? I know Batman kinda made his cape look like a bat, but that's a bat. He made his cape look like a crescent moon.
Who cares? The moon is watching us.
While also I just said that gliding or protection against bullets and things like that, this cape is very practical too.
Talking about capes without bringing me up, I see.
No, don't go away. Please, last video was enough already. Just leave me alone, man.
You should have thought about that before putting the mask on. I'm going nowhere.
Please, no, not right now. I beg you, don't do this to me.
Go get it right now.
Fine. Are you happy now? At the 4th place we got Dr. Doom. He probably got the best looking cape out there. Because this thing is made with meaning. If there is anything this guy is like amazing, a master at, it's not like magic or it's not power, it's fashion. There are normally 2 types of capes that this guy loves to wear. One of them is a hooded cape with like 2 golden fingers connected to each side of it with a chain connecting them to each other. Basically like this one I'm wearing right now. This is the cape. It has a hood. Like the hood comes like this. Like, do you see the hood? Yeah, and then it has like this should be around my neck, but I'm too lazy. So like this go around like here, and then there this chain connects them so the hood stays here. Did you understand? Did I explain it well? But this thing also represents him being the king of Latveria and the savior of that country as well. So not just the design is really cool, but the meaning, the savior and the kingdom, the royal type of vibe to it is exactly what makes this thing just so damn awesome. While the hood also helps with how Dr. Doom is meant to be like a really mysterious person, and also how like the cape wraps around him just like Darth Vader. But on the other side, this one is really cool, right? But there is one even cooler than. We got the same thing for the second cape, but like the maximum aura version of it. He just like wraps a lot of fur around the top part of it, and it looks so goddamn sick. But he's still such a smart guy like Dr. Doom. I'm definitely not saying he's like super smart, he's a genius, he's one of the best people to ever exist, he has a brain bigger than like Mr. Fantastic. I'm definitely not saying that because he has like a gun pointed at my head right near me right now. But the guy understands how practicality is more important than aura farming, so whenever he needs to go to fight, he wears this one that I'm wearing right now, but whenever he's outside of war, he wears a fur one to flex on people. And there are also like micro metal thingies within the fabric of the suit and the cape, which also directly connects it onto the armor of the suit, and these act like really powerful like defense system for the character. The cape also helps him out with the spells and the magic Dr. Doom is trying to cast, giving him the energy needed, kind of like Dr. Fate. This thing is like so heavy, it's crushing my head right now. Why did you do this to me, man?
Cause it's kinda funny watching you suffer.
I hate it here. Now we have reached the top 3 spots, 1, 2, 3, like the best of the best. You can't get better than these. These are the most perfect, the most banger, the most practical, amazing, awesome capes you could ever imagine about. Like first of all, we got Spider-Man 2099's cape. This thing is made out of pure energy webbing, so it's not even like fabric. It's not just like a fabric so you can like grab it, pull it, it's heavy, you have to like carry it around. It's energy. Energy probably doesn't even have a weight. And not just that, somebody tries to grab your cape, they're gonna be zapped, they're gonna be roasted, cooked into nothingness. Or I don't know, it's just like it's so good, it's such a good idea. Maybe you wanna drink coffee, but the coffee is kinda cold. You grab your cape, you put the cape in the coffee, and the coffee is gonna be warm. And the best part about this thing, just like I don't know, Hanshu or Dr. Fate and everything, he needs the cape needs to be there so he can use it to glide and everything. He's gonna be like, Lila, give me the cape. Okay, the gliding ended, he doesn't really need the cape anymore. He's gonna be like, Lila, turn off the cape, I don't want it anymore. I say please. No. What the fuck you mean no? I'm not gonna do it then. Please. Sure. I don't know how they came up with it. I don't know whose mindset it was, but whoever made this, keep cooking, I beg you. So yeah, I have no idea how the other 2 at the end of the list are gonna beat something like this, unless your cape is actually sentient and alive and it can do everything you want for you. I'm talking about Doctor Strange. Imagine having a sentient, loyal dang cape who gives you the power to fly, can sit in the corner itself when you don't need it, help other people too when they need to glide and everything instead of you. It's also the most perfect wife you could ever imagine. That's probably why instead of like the girl like Doctor Strange was in love with, he was like, nah, who needs that? She can go like marry someone else. I got my cape. She's just like the best wife I could ever imagine. It's beyond loyal. It can cook for you, massage you, protect you from danger, beat other people and choke them for you, clean the house for you, all of that without needing food, emotional support or anything. It's basically like an infinite, I don't know, never-ending unpaid worker who doesn't have the need of being given anything. He doesn't need sleep. What sleep? It's just like a cape. Cape doesn't need sleep, so you can like from the start of the day to the end of the day, I could get the cape and force it to edit the videos for me even when I'm asleep, so I could just record the videos and be like, Cape, come here and record my videos. Do you know how amazing, how awesome it was? Where can I find Doctor Strange? I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna steal that cape. I need it right now. I'm tired of editing 10 hours every single day. Where is that goddamn cape? Well, it also looks extremely badass and it's probably like the best part of Doctor Strange's design or the entire character. But you cannot disrespect the goat. You cannot, like, the number one I put here, it's a fact. It's like 100%. You're not allowed to go against it. You're not allowed to say anyone else. No, Batman. Of course I'm gonna put Batman as number one. What else did you think I'm gonna do? Who was the guy that made having capes actually do useful things super popular? It was Batman. Who made capes more badass than ever before? It was Batman. And who was behind some of the most banger, filled with personality cape designs ever? Some of the coolest looking capes ever? It was also Batman. There is just nothing you can say to prove me wrong on this one. The cape is like designed so perfectly to fit the fearful bat idea around the character, while allowing him to glide like a bat, protect him against bullets, allowing him to perfectly hide within the shadows with how dark it is, and is also as amazing as shocking, confusing, or distracting his enemies. There is just no way anyone on Earth is gonna be like, Scyan, Batman's cape is kinda sucky, it's trash, like look at it, definitely don't wanna own one myself, like look at it, god damn, it's so gorgeous, oh my god. Now talking about Doctor Doom, actually, I've made this video on him right here that talks about how Doctor Doom is not gonna save Marvel. There is something else that's gonna save Marvel. And if you wanna find out what exactly that something else is, you gotta watch this video right here. It's such a good video, go watch it right now.